top 10 ways to find cheap board games. We're going to start off with an honorable mention, and it's the library. And that's because you can get all kinds of different games and try them out. Most libraries let you borrow them for a week at a time. So if you're somebody who likes new and wants to try things before you let go of your money, especially if you're new to the hobby, it's a great way to introduce yourself to different mechanics.
Yeah, free.
You can't beat free.
Number 10, publisher discounts. So for example, in Canada, Terraforming Mars area, awesome game. It went down to about $15. There's been a number of examples. The Magnificence in the States was down to $20.
Alma Mater
was $20 here. So what I think in certain countries is these distributors get in too many games. The board game stores get in too many of these games. Like Alma Mater is still a really good game. And they just basically end up clearing them out. So I find like 5-6 times a year, you'll find like these sales where you're getting these amazing games, brand new, and they're just discounted because I think they just have too much of a quantity.
Number 9 is dollar stores. Now, one wouldn't expect it, but around the holidays, we found Ravensburger's the Sloth game, Ready Set Sloth, and a Penguin game. And then just this week, we found Downforce. This is a Wolfgang Kramer game. It's a Restorations game. One wouldn't expect to find this at a Dollarama of all places, but a steal of a deal.
In Canada ourselves, like, our dollar stores are now starting to turn into $2, $3, $4 stores. That Downforce was $5, but still amazing deal, and that's something you would expect to find at a local dollar store. Number 8 are some of the price aggregators online, such as Board Game Prices, Board Game Oracle, and I think there's a few more of them. So you just go to these websites, you can see like 15 online shops, Amazon, a few other places. You can set alerts, and just when a game that you want hits the price you want, you can just go and swoop in and grab it.
The beauty of this is it also tells you where they have it in stock. I think for myself, as much as price was important, I love that site if I'm looking for a game and I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, they're awesome. Like in the past, I used to build Python scripts that would actually go to like 401 games and do what these new sites do. It would just go through the list and try to find, okay, I want Keyflower for $45. So now it's done for me. It's nice.
Number 7 are places like Kijiji, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. People are selling their online niche games at really affordable prices. We have seen full packages. People are just, moving out a bunch of games, and they'll sell, 8, 9 games for $50. We have not actually made any purchases.
Not true.
We have sold one.
I forgot. I got Marvel Legendary one time in Welland.
Oh, yes.
On Kijiji for like $40 Canadian, which at the time was a pretty good deal. So you can, like, the nice thing there is, as Lisa was saying, you can get that bulk buy, but you can also find there's just like occasional craft board games that you can find on there as well, as long as you're willing to look. It's Dig and Dents. A lot of online shops or just like your friendly local game store will have games with like tiny little dent in the corner. This one didn't even have a dent. It has like a little bit of whitening on it, and they'll discount them 10-20%. So I always find with a Dig and Dent, as long as the components themselves aren't that damaged and the box is in good shape, like, why not?
Absolutely. A little tear in the paper on the outside. If I can save, $20, I'm in. I know other people, they are collectors and don't want a damaged box. I want to play my games. I'm going to coat them around. I'm going to take them to game nights. Things happen.
I'm going to damage them myself. Like, I'm just chucking games in and out of these shelves all the time. I've damaged games far more than a
Ding and Dent.
Ding and Dent.
Number 5 are discount stores. Things like TJ Maxx, Ollie's, Five Below, Winners, where you can get name brand stuff at a discount. We ended up with things like Sushi Go, $3.25, Rolling America was $3, and then Ollie's had a huge variety of games you can check out in one of our other videos, but they're great places to snatch up a deal, but their inventory does change often.
Yeah, we've grabbed games at like the TJ Maxx's and whatnot before as gifts, so they definitely have like craft games. You gotta luck into it, but they're there. 4 is BGG Marketplace. I got Glass Road on there once for $20 Canadian. Sorry, Uwe, I'm apparently buying all your stuff on discount. BGG Marketplace is great. It's just a lot of board game people. They go into the BGG store and they put their games up at a significant discount. It was better in the past, and so I'm a little trepidatious to even have it as high as number 4 because shipping costs are starting to increase.
Yes.
And when you buy on BGG Marketplace, you do usually pay the shipping. But if you're looking for something niche,
out of print.
Yeah, out of print. Yeah, for sure, because Glassword was out of print at that time. You can find it there, and it's still going to cost you less than buying a new copy, typically. 3 is Reddit Deals. So I've already talked about price aggregators and BGG Marketplace and whatnot, but Reddit Deals is a little bit different. That's how we found out about that downforce at Dollarama. So what Reddit Deals will give you, it'll give you the deals that you're going to find online. If Amazon's doing like a 2-for-1, a Barnes & Noble's doing 2-for-1. It'll also tell you about some of these discount places that hopefully are nearby for you that you can go in and physically grab brick and mortar. So it gives you what you're going to get on something like the aggregators, but it gives you a little bit of more of a local brick and mortar feel as well.
2 is thrift stores. Now, I love this because you never know what you're going to find. We have found things like Echo, which is a cocktail-y type game, but we also found an original Vinos unpunched. So, to me, that was epic. $5.99 for an unpunched Vinos, but you find all kinds of games there. Also, depending on the area you live in, you might find more or less of the hobby games based on the people who live there.
Yeah, we found a Just One in Shrink.
Yes.
At one of the places for like $2.99. So I feel like that's what you can luck into as well. If like somebody was gifted a game, go in there in like January, February after Christmas, and if somebody's like, oh, you know, even though you put a lot of thought into gifting somebody a craft board game, if it's not really their jam, they're like, it's just a monopoly to them. They're like, okay, I'm just going to give this away. So you can find like some good craft games in thrift stores, and also some cool out of print things. Like that Vinos there that we got is 2012. It'll never be in print again, but some of those What Your Games and other things you'll find there as well.
Number 1 is bringing buys at conventions, big or small. We went to PAX, and I think we came home with, I want to say 12 games, and we managed to sell, I think, 8 or 9. And then our local con, we normally sell about 20 to 30, and bring in, I don't want to say 20 to 30, but it depends on the year. Our number 1 favorite on our top 100 list is Grand Austria Hotel, and it was a bring and buy find. I believe we picked it up for $20 around 5-6 years ago.
50.
50. Okay,
It was out of print at the time. You can tell who's buying the board games here. But yeah, you could always find great deals at bring and buys. When you go there too, obviously if you're going to a large or small con, everybody there for the most part are hardcore gamers. So you're going to be able to move things out and bring things in. So just be a little bit aggressive on what you're willing to sell at. You'll have no problem selling things out, and then just you can find deals aplenty the whole way the other way.
And you can get exposed to games that maybe you didn't know a lot about, or it's a really cool theme and you're willing to take a chance because it's a good deal.
It's a good just way to just turn over your collection too, because you're taking out craft, but you're bringing it back in, right? So you're bringing in the hobby games. So.
And I'm not gonna lie, he sold things on me, and I have brought them right back in at the next one.
Yes, yeah, that's kind of my thing. But sometimes I will sell out of print on the BGG Marketplace. I'll sell something for, $60 because it's out of print. I wait a year, it comes back in print. I just go back to the bring and buy. I get it back in for $20. It still sits on the shelf and you don't play it, but still now it's at least back in the house. Well, it's a collection, right?
Yes, collect is the key word in collection. It means you bring in. Nowhere in the term collection is the word sale.
Maybe it should be dealer, because like an art dealer will deal in art. Maybe I should be a board game dealer, but that just, the term dealer never sounds good to anybody, right? What do you want to be? I'm a dealer.
I'm a collector. Keep them coming. If you like this video and you want to see more about our top 100 or some of our other deals, definitely hit the subscribe button.